Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart request here from the live chat and also from the Discord over here in the chart request thread. So if you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys can put your chart requests in this chart request section right here. And we answer these all throughout the week. Our chart request videos are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we're just going to continue to hit these. We have those loaded up here inside of our playlist. Chart request, this is from last week, so we're still knocking these out. I'll also again be taking them straight from the live chat here today as well. So if you guys are on the live, go ahead and drop your chart requests in the live chat. If not, if you guys can't maybe make it to the live streams, maybe you live in a different time zone and you can't make the live times, just drop them over here in the chart request thread when we open it up again, and we will be covering those here in future videos. A couple big news pieces dropping today, guys. So we had some Iran news, so you could see here, we've been watching this a little bit, but you guys can see that ships are actually now going through the Strait of Hormuz, so it looks like it's getting opened up. There's been a lot more action today than there has in the past 1 or 2 weeks. There was like no ships going through, but you could see all these ships moving through here, so maybe they're getting somewhere with Iran, and if this opens back up, I believe the markets are going to absolutely rip. If Iran and the United States can come to a conclusion, then I think things are going to be very good for the markets. Again, it's been very brutal, very bad over the last couple of weeks to month. And again, it's just, these are outside of our control, events that are outside of our control, but it's nothing to panic about, right? This is happened before many times. Wars have happened, right? Normally they get resolved pretty fast. So again, you're seeing ships go through here, so that's a good sign. We also had news from Senator Loomis about the Clarity Act. They're pretty much saying it's going to be ready to go by Easter, and the Senate's approval is targeted for the end of April. So that's really bullish for crypto. Hopefully we get that Clarity Act passing there in April and signed into legislation. That's going to be a huge catalyst for cryptocurrency. Again, crypto's been very beat up over the last 8 months. It's gone straight down for 8 months. And I think the people buying and holding right now are going to be very happy in the next 1 to 6 months, or at least by the end of the year. I think this Clarity Act is going to be a huge catalyst. And then obviously we had $1.75 trillion added to the stock market today. Big green day today. Buyers are definitely stepping in here. And you could see the SPY over here get big green candle to start the week. So the SPY's trying to bottom right there at 630. You're seeing the last time this wave was down here was all the way back in April. And if you guys were around in April, okay, this is when everyone was panicking about tariffs. So now it's not tariffs, it's World War III and Iran and the Strait of Hormuz and all this negative stuff that they're throwing at us, right? It's a very hard time to be in the markets right now. But you could see the last time this wave came down here was in 2025. Before that, it was in 2023. Every time it comes down here, okay, all the way back here, it's a buying opportunity. 2022 buying opportunity, 2023 buying opportunity, 2025 buying opportunity. So again, you're seeing it right here. What I want to see on the SPY, and this is just the top 500 stocks in the market, is a green dot. If we can get that green dot next week and get this V-shaped recovery going on, I think we're in for some massive gains here in 2026. And again, there's some catalysts coming up. You got the Clarity Act for crypto. You got the Strait of Hormuz opening back up. Iran coming to the table, right? Good things, good potential catalysts here in the future. Really, all we do is trade off the data, folks. You can go again all the way back here to 2022 and see every time this wave came down here and gave you a green dot, it was a good time to buy. So again, we go off the data here. We don't go off the news or the emotion or what we think is going to happen. It's always about what do the charts say, what does the data say. Okay, this is a 1 to 6 month swing trade. This came in April of last year at 500, and we topped out right here in, call it October. So that was about a 6 month hold there from April to October. You cashed out. Again, the red dots are our sell signals up here, and the green dots, when this wave is down here below this white line, are our buy signals. Okay, so the SPY still hasn't got that. We do have some, though, on Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum has the green dot. Again, zoom out of Ethereum all the way back here to 2022. Okay, all the way back here to 2022. Again, buying at 1,000, buying right here at 1,200, buying right here in October at 1,600, buying right here in April of last year at 1,500. That was a huge trade for us last year. So again, you get like one good time a year to buy Ethereum and altcoins and whatever names you want to buy if you guys are following our strategy. One good time a year. And we're sitting in the middle of it right now. Okay, Bitcoin, same thing. Green dot, green dot, green dot, green dot. Okay, all the green dots from the past have been great buying opportunities. Okay, Bitcoin's back over 68,000. So ultimately, we want to see Bitcoin break out of 80. If Bitcoin breaks 80,000, I mean, crypto markets are going to absolutely rip. So everything's still looking good, right? We have green dots on Bitcoin and on Ethereum and on a lot of these crypto charts. So things are looking good. So let's go ahead and dive into your guys' chart requests. I see actually one here for Bitcoin that we just covered. But again, as long as this dot remains green, we're going up. The only thing that invalidates a green dot is a red dot. So you can see we got that red dot on Bitcoin right there at around 82,000, and it dipped all the way down to 60. So again, that green dot was invalidated by this red dot. But as long as the dot is green, we need to be bullish on the asset. And I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin as long as it holds 60,000. As long as 60,000 support holds, that is the bottom. If 60,000 breaks, you're going to see a red dot pop up here, and it's probably going to go down to 45 to 50. But until we get the red dot, we got to be bullish, right? We're trusting the data. We're not sitting here saying, oh, I think it's going to go down to 50 or I think it's going to go down to 40. As long as it's green, we think it's going back up. So unless we get a red dot, something shift on Bitcoin, okay, we're bullish. Okay, we are absolutely bullish on crypto and a lot of these names we're probably going to be covering here today. I see another one here for Walmart at the top. So again, we want to buy when the wave is down here. Okay, we don't want to buy way up here. There's something else we reference here. It's called the cheat sheet. Okay, you guys pay attention to the mean, the average, right? How do we know we're getting something at a fair price? We look at the average. Okay, so the averages we like to follow here are that blue line. The blue line represents the 4-year moving average. That's the average price over 4 years. For Walmart right now, that sits at 80 bucks. Okay, and then the other average we like to reference is the white line, which is the 1-year moving average. Okay, and if you guys do not have these indicators that we're talking about here today, you guys can download those over here inside of the Discord under the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link and everything is going to load up right into your TradingView account. I also have a free course over here if you guys are new and want to learn more about the indicators and our strategy in general. But when you come back to the cheat sheet, again, the mean, if we're buying way up off the mean, so if we're buying way off the average right now, for example, Walmart's way up here, okay, 34% off the average. So you're buying things at a 34% premium if you're wanting to buy Walmart up here. We want to wait for a big dramatic pullback. How we know a big dramatic pullback has happened is we look at this wave. Okay, if this wave is down here below this line, like look at this last one right here. Okay, look at this one. Back here in July 2022. Look at that ugly drop. Okay, boom, got the green dot. What did we do? We ripped. Okay, we just went up and to the right. So again, the further down the wave, the better. Like for example, we talked about Ethereum here. Like look how far down here Ethereum is. Okay, very far down. Normally that results in a very big impulsive move to the upside. So Walmart, I'm still a seller of until that wave comes back down here. You even got the MACD cross to the downside. So I'm bearish on Walmart. I want to see it come down to like $90, $80 or $90. What do we got in the chat? What do we got in the chat? Go ahead and drop your guys' chart requests. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. If you guys have chart requests, I see one here for Hims. Hims had a really nice day today. Hims had a big gap up. So we got our signal on Hims right here in March at 15. It popped all the way up there to 27, and then it came back down a little bit to 20. I'm very bullish on this stock. They have great earnings, great partnerships. They've been growing like crazy. It looks like it's listed to join NVO's discounted subscription program, which is going to be good for the stock. But I think this thing's a steal down here. And again, as long as the dot is green, we are bullish on Hims. So I'd be a buyer of Hims right here around 20. I almost added today, but I'm up like 10%. So I don't see a reason for me to add more to it. It makes up around 6% of my portfolio right now. I just really like the stock here at 20. Really like the stock. What else we got here from the Discord? Again, this list right here, guys, this list that I'm covering, this is from over here in the Discord. So under the chart requests, we just loaded up all these names into this chart request thread. Thank you, Efren, for that. CAG, so this one's stuck in a downtrend. So again, if it's stuck in a downtrend like this, you either want to look for the monthly. Okay, the monthly actually came right there as well. I don't know what this company does, but they're getting hammered. Okay, they're way down here. $15. The dot's green here on the monthly, but this thing's in free fall right now. So what I'd wait for is for us to break out over these EMAs on the daily. So the EMA ribbon is another indicator that we use. Again, you guys can download all these over in the Discord. But I'd wait for that one maybe to get back over those before I took a position. Because right now it's just, I mean, this is just ugly. Okay, all the way down since September. That's been in a 2-year downtrend. I think there's some better stocks to look at. Again, very beaten up. I don't know what these guys do, but I mean, they're at the lowest price they've been since 2009. Okay, lowest price since 2009 is like 15 years ago. Right, that's a long time ago. We haven't been this cheap in a long time. So if you believe in the company, it hasn't been a better time to buy in 15 years. So if you think it's going to recover, I would say yes, it looks like a pretty good time to buy, but it is stuck in a nasty downtrend. Here's Procter and Gamble. That one's got the daily there, still red on the weekly. That's had a pretty nasty pullback here. Looks like it's trying to bounce. I just make sure that one holds on to 140. Disney. DIS, so that one looks like it's going to get the dot here pretty soon. So this is Walt Disney. Again, pretty nasty pullback. We got a green dot here in December. Last time at 104. Had a little move up to 120. Before that was even better. $80 all the way up to 120. But I like it here. Just look for the confirmation there on Disney. I see one for Samuel in the chat for Radium. Radium's still green down here as well, so we're still holding that. That had a pretty nice move today. I think that's up like 10% today. Again, I'd want to see that get up over those EMAs, so I want to see this break over 70. I do have a position on this myself, but looking for the breakout. So once you get the green dot, what you want to see is a breakout over the orange line. That's the 9 EMA. That's the 2-month moving average. So you can see how we got rejected on it here last time. Okay, it got rejected. If we can break out over that, that pretty much tells us that, hey, the momentum is shifting. I like to use the 9 EMA along with the daily EMAs here, our EMA ribbon. When we get up over that, right, when we lose the EMAs, like we did here, we go into a downtrend, right? We're stuck in a downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. But when we break out over them, okay, like we did back here, okay, you see that breakout back here in 2023, we broke out. And then we just went on a massive bull run for the next year. I mean, it was just up and to the right. Okay, but as long as we're down below these, we're still unfortunately stuck in a downtrend. Huge volume today, though. Big candle there. I would say the bottom's in here at 50 cents. I want to see it break over 70, though. I really want to see it get up over that orange line, break over 70, and that will at least get us back to $2-3 there. Radium's a solid name, though. I see one from Lou for DOT. What's going on, Lou? Same thing. I want to see that over that orange line. That's got a red weekly here. So when we get the red weekly, we need to set a stop loss at like 109. It's got the green daily here. So again, you really want to see it hold on to this 109 level. I'd set a stop loss there. Our target's always going to be up here in the red zone. So if you believe in this project, okay, we should be targeting up here between 4 and 5. I personally sold my DOT not too long ago. I think I sold it somewhere around 150, like right in this range. And I bought something else just because I feel like they're not getting adopted or talked about as much. There's no one really excited about them. But what would cause excitement to step in would be the price ripping. So if you believe in it, I think 125 looks like a good price. And 110 would be the stop loss. 110 is the low from over here in February. Again, we're just ranging right now. So again, we want to see it break out over those EMAs or break out over the orange line to confirm the direction change. But that red dot is a little concerning. I would definitely use a stop loss probably around 110 on that. What else we got? I see one in the chat for UNH. You said UNH needs a green dot to print. Yeah, that looks like it could come here shortly. I like this thing above 250. I think healthcare stocks are really beaten up. I think healthcare stocks are going to be what drags the SPY up, the SPY, right? I think healthcare stocks are probably the most oversold stocks on the market. I mean, look at UNH, down from 600 all the way down here to 270. HIMS is one of those names. Okay, I was looking at GoodRx again today. I mean, this thing's down here at under $2 right now. I mean, just getting absolutely pounded on. But I think these guys might get bought out. Okay, this is another buyout candidate. Look how deep the wave is there. But some of these stocks have definitely been beaten up. But your request for UNH, yeah, you want to wait for that signal. They got earnings coming up here the 21st. But you could see that signal probably here in the next couple of weeks. We had a couple back here in June and August. That was a nice little trade from 250 up to 400. Now it pulled back. So we're back here in the buy range, okay? As long as that low right there from July holds, that's down there at 230, this stock looks good. Again, we want to see it break out over the orange EMA, get a green dot, or get over these EMAs right here. You got the daily here showing up today. Big day today in the markets, guys. We'll see if this continues throughout the week. What else we got? XLM. Get those chart requests in the chat, guys. We're covering them up. XLM still looks good above its February low. So again, the low was right there at 13. That was from that candle right there. If I zoom in again, They shoved it down. Buyers stepped in and sucked it right back up. So, again, as long as the dot is green here, it's got a green dot, and it's actually got the MACD crossover as well. The MACD is just this indicator that we use down here. Again, we don't like to rely on just one indicator. We use multiple indicators. But when that's crossing over, that's bullish. Okay, last time that happened was right here in July, and you can see it went from 25 cents up to 50 cents. Before that, it was right over here. Okay, back here in September at 9 cents, it went up to 60. So, again, that doesn't happen too often. That is a momentum indicator. That tells you that, hey, this is the potential bottom. So I'd be using a low here on XLM at about 13 cents. Should I 50x blast Cetus? I'm not going to tell you to do that, man. But Cetus, I've told you guys this for many, many months. This is one of my favorite projects, man. I think these guys are very undervalued. Okay, very undervalued. And that monthly chart just looks beautiful. Okay, I think you're going to see a monthly alert here at 5 p.m. So if you guys don't know, we get new monthly candles tonight at 5 p.m., which means a new monthly candle is going to form, and this is going to move. So that means we're going to get new alerts. We actually just got a bunch of those today in the Discord. You can see AMPX, that was confirmed. The Honest Company was confirmed. Dell, Neo, all of these confirmed their green dots on their monthly chart. Again, the larger the time frame, the more accurate the signal. So we had those, and then we had a bunch of red dots here on the monthly from a lot of these names that have ran really, really hard. HD, Hot, BA, Nail, ALK, NVO. Okay, so those were all called out, but we're going to get crypto ones here in the next 3 hours. So at 5 p.m. Pacific time is when we get new candles. You guys are going to probably see a lot of alerts come in over here for crypto. So I think Cetus will have one. And personally, I think Cetus is going to $1. It's sitting at 2 cents. The fundamentals just check out. And it's only like a $20 million market cap right now. So you can see how the EMA's crossed over here. Okay, I really like this trade. I really like Cetus here. It is my largest position now. It is my largest holding. Cetus is. I see one from Dieter for PGY. PGY is still hanging out, still just consolidating here, but it looks very strong up above 1045. Again, the dot is still green, so as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. If it flips to red, that's where we can sell or set a stop loss, right? You got the green dot right here, boom, at 22. It broke our low right there at 20. And it fell down here to 10. But I still really like PGY here as well. Watch for the breakout over the 9 or these EMAs. Okay, but I like it here. I'd be a buyer of PGY here. Why do you think the smart money is interested in Aero? What makes it so special? Aerodrome is a DEX. So it's a decentralized exchange. It's not like Coinbase or Robinhood. It's decentralized. And it is the base network's DEX. So each of these blockchains have their own DEXs, their own decentralized exchanges, right? And Base, which is Coinbase's blockchain, Aerodrome is the DEX on that network, on that layer 1. So, right, AVAX has its own, Ethereum has its own, Uniswap is Ethereum's, right? Cetus, we just talked about. Cetus is Sui's, so Sui is another layer 1 blockchain, but Cetus is its decentralized exchange. It's its own exchange. So with Aerodrome being Coinbase's, right, being integrated with Coinbase and things like that, right, this is where those liquidity pools are provided. This is where people trade, so on and so forth. But this thing looks very, even got the MACD cross over here. Look at that. Look at that crossing over. Oh my gosh, dude. I think April's going to be a massive, massive month, guys. I don't think we've seen anything yet. I think this is going to be an insane April, probably all the way up to October. I think you're going to see crazy, crazy amounts of bullish news. And, right, we're not selling until the wave gets back up here. So if you would have bought Aerodrome right here in April, back at 35, this thing went all the way up to $1.50. That was like a 500% move if you guys bought here and sold here, okay? Bought here, sold here. So as long as we're down here, again, we've referenced ourselves as farmers many times. If we're down here, we're planting seeds, right? We're in planting season. There's seasons, right? There's a season to plant, there's a season to accumulate, and there's a season to harvest and sell, okay? We're planting down here, harvesting up here. So just waiting for that wave to get back up here and give us a red dot. I think Aerodrome looks really good here. Bobby, what's going on, brother? Spartans! Hold the line! Snap, SNAP. Give them nothing, but take from them everything. Yeah, buddy. There you go. Give them nothing, but take from them everything. Okay. Sometimes you're like the Spartans in the markets, where everyone else is against you, everyone else is bearish, but you're bullish. Okay, it's those times where you make the money, right? People are either buying when things are exciting, or you're buying when things are really bad. Okay, things are really bad down here. Things are really exciting up here. Okay, we've been down here for probably a couple months, since February. Okay, we've been down here since February, since the new year. So I think markets are going to do this, and I think markets are going to be back up here probably around September, October of this year. And that is where we will be taking our profits. Snapchat looks great. It's got a green dot here showing huge day today. This was my best. Ray's catching it though. Ray's catching it, but that was up 14% today with a lot of room to go. Again, Snapchat's down here at the all-time lows. We've been talking about this for a couple of months now. Okay, we were buying this thing at 7, bought more down here at 4. Again, look at what happened last time we were down here at $4 or $5. It went from $5 up to $80. Just absolutely skyrocketed here. So I still think Snapchat's one of the most undervalued stocks on the market right now. And they had some bullish news here today. And I just love this name. And I think you're very early here on Snap. Our target's at least $10 on this. It's sitting at 4. How do you know what price to put your stop loss when there's a red dot? Yeah, so normally, right, what you want to do is use the previous low. So, for example, Ethereum got a green dot right here, right, back in December. That came around probably 2,800. So what you do when you get the red dot, right, is you want to set a stop loss at the previous low. So the red dot on Ethereum came right here at January 29th, right there at 2,700. Okay, so the stop loss should have been at that low right there. So you just find the bottom of the previous low, which would have been 2,600. So you got the signal, and then it broke. And you see once that level broke, there was a big liquidation event. That's because there was a lot of stop losses sitting right there. So right now, Ethereum has the green dot here. What that green dot's telling you is that that's the low, right? This February low right here at 1,700 is the bottom. Okay, if a red dot comes, it's not the bottom, right? Or it might be. You just have to set a stop loss. So if Ethereum printed a red dot tomorrow or the next week, right, we would look at this level right here from February. That's the previous low. Boom. That's the demand level, right? That's where the smart money stepped in and bought it, right? They didn't let it go lower than that level. That's where billions and billions of dollars came in and bought Ethereum. They're like, nope, we're not letting it go below this level, and now we've just been ranging. So if you get a red dot on Ethereum here, you'd set your stop loss right there at 1,700. Hopefully that answers your question. TRX, not deep enough. Again, we want to buy when the wave is down here. Okay, it's trying to bounce there off 130. We don't really mess with... Hold on. You're talking about Tron, I think. Yeah, Tron looks good. That one got the signal right there at 27, so up above 25. I think this looks good. I think there's some better names to own right now, but we are bullish on this name as long as the dot is green. I don't think it's a great time to buy it, but it was a good time to buy it down here at 27. We were getting those signals. CIOG, this is Coinbase. I like this one a lot. So again, where's the previous low? See, for example, you got a red dot here. So where should your stop loss be? Your stop loss should be right there at around $5. I'd probably put it at $4.90. Okay, and this is Coinbase's ETF, leveraged ETF here. So again, Coinbase has a red dot. So what that tells you is, hey, set your stop loss. Okay, stop loss is 139, the low from right over here in February. Okay, as long as this holds, we're fine. This red dot doesn't mean anything. Okay, but if that breaks, you got to sell it. You got to be stopped out. Okay, and that's 139 there on Coinbase. This is a very strong support level for Coinbase normally. So up above 139, I really like Coinbase still. Really like Coinbase, and that would go the same for CIOG. Okay, up above $5, that looks very bullish. What else we got in the chat? I see one for SE. SE's got the green dot here as well. So I want to see this one get up over these EMAs. It's probably going to go sideways for a while, but it does have the signal down here. If you believe in this company, I think it looks like a good time to buy down there at 82. You got one right here at around 107 and one right here around 120. It's just been falling. So you could average down on this if you want. Okay, sometimes we just go into free fall. Okay, but again, if you're buying here, buying here, buying here, you're dollar cost averaging into your position. Ultimately, what this thing needs to do is break over that orange line. But if you look at it from the mean perspective, right, from the average, right, the mean, we're down here. Okay, we're down here in despair because that blue line is our 4-year average. Okay, you're seeing it's sitting about 23% below that average right now. So if you're looking at it over the last 4 years, it's a good time to buy. I don't know what this company is or what it does. Probably want to wait for a monthly on this one. I'd probably wait for a monthly. Okay, but it is trying to find a bottom here. If you're going to play it here at 82, you could use a stop loss at the low right there at like 75 on SE there. Here's Robinhood. Robinhood's still green as well. So I like it here at 70. If it goes down to 50, I would just buy more. Again, I want to see it get up over those EMAs, break out over our EMAs. You could just chop around here for a bit, but I think $70 looks like a good spot for Robinhood. If it came down into our blue line, into our 4-year average here at 50, I would buy more. So if you're buying here at 70, I would just look to buy more if it comes down to 50. But that one's looking pretty strong here today. Volume to look pretty good today. We just need to break out over some of these EMAs. If that can get back over 80 or 90, I'd like it more. As of right now, it's still kind of a falling knife, but no red dot yet. So it is still bullish here at 70. DJT, nice little move today. That has the green dot here on the weekly. So watching this one closely. I bought this one. I bought back into this one at 10. I'm down like 80 cents on it right now. But up above 750, up above that low at 820 looks good. Okay, I want to see again. I want to see that one break out over these EMAs. And this one moves really fast when it decides to go. Okay, you can see this came back here in September. It went from 14 all the way up to 55. Same thing with these ones back here. Okay, buying right there at 12. Thing went all the way up to 80. So it's at all-time lows right now, but I think the bottom's in right there at 8 for DJT. I still like that one. That has the signal showing up here this week. What else we got? SEDG. Solar Edge. This is a solar company, isn't it? Wow, really nice move. That one's up there in the red zone. So if you guys are familiar with our strategy, we like to sell red dots up here in the red zone. Not saying it can't go higher, but if you guys were following our strategy, you would have been buying either down here at like 11 or right here at like 31. Okay, and it's up here to 51. But part of our selling strategy, you guys will learn in that course, is to sell a red dot in the red zone. This is a solar company, so they've rebounded very hard, especially off the monthly here. That hit $11, went all the way up to 50. Beautiful trade there. Looks like it wants more too, so either set a stop loss on this one at like 35 or take some off here at 50. That's how I'd play that. Coinbase, we already covered. That one looks good. Poet's not deep enough. Again, our buying opportunity was right here at 350. We want to see the wave lower. We want to buy the green dots with the wave below that white line there. BBAI's given one here, but again, I want to see it get up over these averages. Okay, nice big move today off the daily. Looking for the rebound on that one. Okay, green dots all around. I think $3 was a good price. I told you guys if you bought here at 4, the next level to look to buy would be 3. So if you bought at 4, bought at 3, your average cost is $3.50. You're at break even right now. But $3 looks like pretty strong support here for BBAI. Definitely watching that one here this week. We want to see some continuation into tomorrow for sure. I see one from Caroline for Solana. Solana's still holding green as well. So again, as long as Solana holds on to this 65 level, 67, 65 level, we're bullish. Again, we just want to see it break out over the average here. We want to get up over that 9 to start the momentum to the upside. Okay, we're just hanging out. We're just chop, chop, chop. Crypto's been very boring over the last couple months. But the lows right there at 65, 66. Okay, we want to see it break out over like 97 or get over $100. Okay, that would confirm the move to the upside. We're watching that break of those EMAs right now. But I do have a position on Sol here. I like it over 65. APLD, still coming down. Again, wait for confirmation. No one ever went broke waiting for confirmation. I would love to buy this one down here at like 12.30. Okay, nice big move up today though, 15% move up. It's just not deep enough for us. Okay, our strategy is very simple. We want to buy when the wave is down here. That came at $2. It went up to 40. This one came right here at 380. It went all the way up to 40. Okay, we want to wait for that retracement now. Okay, be patient. Wait for the green dot on APLD. Second biggest holdings. So my biggest holdings are Cetus, number 1, Chainlink, number 2, and XCN, number 3. Snapchat's my biggest stock holding. Those are my 4 biggest holdings. What else do I got? I got a pretty big position on Ethereum. PayPal, I got a pretty big position on as well. But those are my top holdings. So Cetus is probably my largest holding. It is my largest holding. Chainlink is my second largest. XCN is my third. Snapchat's my fourth. I would say Ethereum is probably my fifth. PayPal is up there as well. PayPal's probably right there with Ethereum. And then the rest are pretty even. NVO, DJT's pretty small position. SMCI is a decent position. And HIMS. I almost added to HIMS again today. I almost added again. I want to see how that follows through tomorrow, though. HIMS is one of my favorite stocks right now. I think that's it. Those are my top holdings. So those are all my largest. And then the rest are pretty even. Axel's actually up a little bit more than Ray. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then NVO is probably up there with HIMS. NVO and HIMS are my 2 healthcare plays. But yeah, that's probably the order right there. I think I own a little bit more NVO than HIMS. But yeah. And I cover my portfolio on Mondays. So if you guys missed yesterday, I covered my entire portfolio. You guys can go watch the replay over here on YouTube, or the link is right here in the latest tab in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, there's a link to join in the description. But there was a portfolio update. I did that yesterday. So I pretty much talk about my entire portfolio on Mondays, because I get a lot of questions about that. XRP, request from Johnny. What's going on, brother? XRP still, that's got a daily green dot, so that's good. And the dot is still holding green here on the weekly. So again, up above 110, that low from February, we're still bullish on XRP. We just want to confirm that breakout. If we can get up over like 150, that would confirm the breakout. But as of right now, we're consolidating, right? We're just going sideways, kind of like this, okay, above that mean. Okay, we're sitting right on the mean actually right now. So up above 110, I still like XRP here. Still looks good. What else we got? ADI. Too high. Got the sell signal right there at 350. Again, we only want to buy when the wave is down here. Okay. Boom. Big sell off down to 160. Okay, if you were buying at 160, you made a ton of money. But we're not going to chase this one up here. I would set a stop loss on this if I was you at 300 bucks. If it breaks 300, I would sell it. We just covered Sol. Again, Sol is still bullish up above 65. Okay, 65, 66. I'd put it at 65, the stop loss. We want to see that break out over 90 and get going. Again, watching the EMAs on the daily like a hawk. Okay, we want to see that get up over those EMAs. Okay, as long as we're down below those, we're in a downtrend. When we're up above them, we're in an uptrend. Okay, so we want to see that break out over like 90. I would say 89, 90. That'd be great. Okay, but as of right now, the bottom is 65. Yeah, buddy, I see one for Hbar. Hbar. Up above 7, we're still fine. So that one has a red weekly. So again, we're going to use that low right there from February at 7. And we're just hanging, right? We're just going sideways. Again, not a lot of action. We're doing this right now. Nothing. Okay, we're not going up. We're not going down. We're just going sideways right now. Okay, sideways. So up above 7 cents, I still like Hbar. NBIS. Again, red dot. I'd be selling this one here. I'd be selling NBIS here. Again, we want to buy down here or down here. We want to buy good quality companies at a good quality price. How do we know we're getting a good price? We look down here. Okay, we look and see here. Are we into the averages or are we down here on the indicator? If we're sitting at the yearly average, okay, that's a decent price. I'd preferably like to buy it at the 4-year, but again, you missed your opportunity in my opinion. Your time to buy was right here at $20. It went all the way up to 100. So the people buying down here are probably taking profits up here. WKE, so this one looks good. We just need the green dot. Just need the green dot on WKEY. Okay, trying to find a bottom right there at 5. RKLB, again, coming down. We need the signal. trying to bounce there on its yearly. I would just make sure that one holds on to 49. Look for the signal there on Rocket Lab. I'm going to put that one. I don't know why that one got taken off. UMAC, again, too high. Okay. Red dot came right there at around 16. It needs to hold on to 10. I'd put a stop loss probably at 10. I think there's a lot better stocks to own. Rich Tech Robotics is finally back down to $2 here, right where we bounced here in July. Okay, that's coming down to the fib. So this one's looking more and more interesting. They had that announcement that they partnered with Microsoft here, and then they said, no, never mind, and the stock just fell to the floor. But up above 170, I like it. I like it. I just look for the signal there on RR. That's a robotics name. QBTS, this is a quantum name. Needs the signal. It is coming down into the 4-year. This is a good-looking quantum play here, quantum computing play. Okay, just needs the signal. Okay, last signal came back here in 2024 at 89 cents. It went all the way up to $45. I wish you would have called this one out back here in 2024. But again, looking for the signal there on QBTS. I see one from Johnny for RSR in the chat. If you guys got requests, if you guys are on the live, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Happy to answer your chart requests here today. That's what Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are all about. Answering your guys' requests. What are you guys holding? What are you guys watching? What are you guys looking at? Let us know in the chat. Okay, if you guys are watching the replay, let us know down in the comments. RSR's got the green dot, so again, you just want to make sure the low right there holds it. I'm going to move it down a little bit to 0.00125. Okay, again, look for it to break out over these EMAs. We already covered Cetus. Cetus looks really good. First target's up there at 13, but I think this is going to $1, guys. I think it's going to hit $1 in the next 6 months. I'm very bullish on Cetus. CRWD. CRWD. CrowdStrike. Needs a signal. Trying to bottom right there at 340. Not my favorite play here. Okay, just needs the signal. Trying to find a bottom there at 340 though. SNDK. Okay, too high. We're sellers of that one. We're going to be sellers up there. ONDS also just not low enough. Again, time to buy was back here in May at 83 cents. So again, just waiting for that to reset and give us a green dot. UUU. Same thing, not low enough. Okay, your sell signal came right here in February, right around 25. It's at 18 now. It's trying to bounce here. I mean, as long as it holds 14, it looks good. But again, with our strategy, we want to buy down here, right? We want to buy when things are very beaten up. This thing's gone from $3 all the way up here to 28. So again, there's names down here right now that I believe are going to have this kind of a move over the next year or two. For a name like this, to me, it's already happened, right? You missed your opportunity. But it is trying to find a bottom here. I'm just not a fan of this right now. Okay, you got the EMAs crossing over there. Okay, it needs the green dot. It needs that green dot there on the weekly. OKLO's finally getting back down to a good spot here. Just looking for the signal. I actually like OKLO here. I would just look for the signal. Wait for that one. A lot of you guys, not you guys, but a lot of people were talking about this at $200. Again, signal came back here in September at 5. It went all the way up to $200. And now it's selling back off. So again, be patient here. Wait for the green dot on the weekly or wait for us to break back out over those EMAs. Okay, looking for that signal, but it is coming down into that buy spot. Whenever we get to that 40-year moving average, right, that's the 40-year average, right, the average price over 4 years. We call that a fair price. Okay, fair price down here. So looking for that. If this thing comes down to 34, I would consider buying it. But as of right now, if you look at the monthly, right, everything's pointing down. So I'm not a fan of it at these levels. I'd like it more at like 35. Again, I want to see that signal pop there. I see one from Cassie for Tesla. Tesla's still coming down. Look how deep Tesla is. The last time the wave was this deep was back here in April. You guys remember April? You guys around last year? Some of you guys were. Okay, everyone was freaking out about tariffs back here, losing their minds. All right, I called this out, and I was getting called a moron in the comments, and everybody hated me, right? But look what happened. Rip. Okay, we're buying down here, sell it up here. Okay, buying, the hardest part, buying and selling is easy, guys. Trading the signals is easy. The waiting part is the hardest part. So, again, I like Tesla here. It looks like it's trying to bottom here at 350. That green dot will be the confirmation. They also have earnings coming up here in April. So, Tesla's looking more interesting. Again, we just need our signal. Okay, we need that green dot. We need that green dot there on the weekly. Rivian. Rivian looks interesting here too. It just needs the signal as well. Okay, until we get the signal, we can't flip our stance to bullish. As long as the dot is red, we're coming down. Once we flip to green, That's when the direction's flipping into our favor. I see one from Ted for Oracle. Oracle had a nice bounce today. Okay, it actually has a red dot here on the weekly. So again, we would use our stop loss at like 130. But we want to see that one break out over like 160. Okay, this is another one I got a pretty big position on. I want to see that one get over 160. Okay, green dot here on the daily today. We want to see some follow through into tomorrow. Ultimately, we just want to get up over that orange line, right? That orange line, once we break that, that's confirmation that, yes, we're going higher. But until we break out over 160, this thing's stuck, right? Just going sideways, consolidating. But over 130, I like it a lot. Again, we're sitting on our average. We're sitting on our average. How do we know we're getting a fair price? We look at the mean. Okay, the mean is just another word for average. We're not buying things way up off the mean. Okay, we're either buying them at the mean or below the mean. And again, look where everyone was talking about Oracle. Okay, 350. Look at the separation. Okay, see the separation off the mean? That means we're trading at a premium. Okay, we pulled all the way back into it. Okay, that's about a 60% drop there. So I actually like Oracle here at 140. I think my average cost is around 160 now on Oracle. Nice alert today, but I don't think the direction's going to shift until we get over 160. So looking for some follow through in tomorrow's trading day. Opinions on ENA is it actually dead, in my opinion. ENA is a crypto. I think these guys own like one of the biggest blockchain or one of the biggest stable coins. But you can see how much it's been pounded. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row down. So I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but it's at the lowest point it's ever been if you believe in it. Again, they're a big stable coin name. And look at that crossover right there. So the Clarity Act passing for these guys should be bullish. I think it looks good. I mean, there's never been a better time to buy it than right now. So 7 months down normally results in a rebound to the upside. So I actually like Athena here. I actually like that one. Nail's trying to bottom down here at 35. These home builder stocks have just been getting pummeled. Okay, wait for the signal on that one. That's been a nasty couple of months. Got the red dot there on the monthly as well. So this doesn't look like a bad place to maybe start a position at 30. Just expect that it could maybe go down here to like 19. So Nail's a tough one. Okay, ultimately, again, we want to see it cross over those EMAs there. Okay, or get a green dot there on the weekly for Nail. What else we got? Yeah, can we get those likes up on the video, folks? Can we get those likes up? We're at 78 likes. Bobby said, thank you, Spartans. Thank you for those likes. Yeah, tell them, guys. Tell them. Hit the like, brother. Hit the like. Come on. Do it for the Spartans, baby. Do it for the Spartans. Appreciate you guys. MSTR, I see this in the chat here. Again, red dot here, so you got to set your stop loss at like 103. Had a nice little move up today. Again, this is deeply tied to Bitcoin's price action, so if Bitcoin can keep this up, we got a daily here on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks over 76, guys, we're going on a parabolic move. Okay, and we got the green dot on the daily there for Bitcoin. We got a green dot there on the weekly as well. So if Bitcoin goes up here, if Bitcoin can hold on to that $60,000 level, MSTR looks really good here, up above 105. Okay, as of right now, we're just sideways. So it'll be interesting to see what this does. Okay, again, we're going to use this low from February right there at 103. Okay, 103 is the stop loss on MSTR for a trade here. And again, you got to set a stop loss when you see the red dot pop. I see one for ON. ON on semiconductor. Again, signals came back here at 35. You had another signal right here at 46. No signal just yet. I would use a stop loss if I was in this at 53. 53 on the stop loss for ON. What else we got? APP from the chat. APP's got to go on my watch list. It is on my watch list. APP just needs a signal. So right now, right, with the red dot, you should be having a stop loss at like 360. So as long as 360 holds, this looks good. Okay, that's a pretty easy risk to reward play there. You want to see that green dot pop up here in the next couple of days. Looks like they're facing an SEC probe and several late March short seller reports have pressured investors. So yeah, I would use a stop loss on this at 360. If it breaks 360, I would sell it because we're probably going to come down to 260, and that's when you could buy back in. TTD. Get those chart requests in the chat, folks. I got another, 15 minutes here? 15 minutes for some chart requests. TTD's been pummeled, dude. This thing is just getting roasted. Okay, I would look for the monthly here on TTD. The monthly, or to get back up over the EMAs here. Did get the daily yesterday. Bounced right off that support. That's a double bottom there. Right there at 20. Okay, double bottom off at 20. If 20 can hold, it looks good. But if 20 breaks down, I'd be stopped out. Okay, if you're playing the bottom here, use a stop loss at 20 bucks there on TTD. But it's another stock that's just gotten absolutely annihilated here. Okay, it needs to hold that $20 level. Needs to hold 20. If 20 breaks, that's going to get really ugly. Set your stop loss at 20. What else we got? SQQQ from Dean. What's going on, brother? SQQQ's red here on the daily. It's getting up there on the weekly, too. So you can see the last time we topped out was back here. Okay, that thing went on a very, very long downtrend after we got that signal. So no signal yet, but, you know, there are signs that this thing could continue to reverse. This is a good short play if you guys want to short the market. What did the VIX end up today? VIX got hammered today. We love that. Okay, VIX's red dot is back. We want to see the VIX come down. If the VIX comes down, the markets are going to rip. Okay, I've told you guys before, whenever the VIX hits 30, it's a great time to be buying stocks and crypto. If it goes up here, it's a phenomenal time to be buying stocks and crypto, but normally that doesn't last very long. That lasted like a week last time. Normally we top out at the $30 level. Okay, so when the VIX is up at 30, you want to be buying stocks. Okay, why is that? Well, you could see back here when it topped out in April of last year, names like Ethereum were bottoming. So the VIX is like an inverse direction of what the market does. Okay, and typically if you zoom out, whenever we get into this $30 range, okay, that is when we want to be loading up on stocks and crypto. So obviously there was some good news about Iran today, the Strait of Hormuz opening back up. So that's why you're seeing this come down. If this can continue to come down, you guys are going to see stocks. You guys are going to see a lot of these green days like we've seen today. So we're very close. I think we're very close to the bottom. I think April is going to be the month where we start going parabolic, okay? And then September, October is probably going to be where we end up selling. Again, our strategy is simple, guys. We buy down here, okay? Buy down here, sell up here, okay? It's very simple, okay? The hard part is waiting. The hard part is being patient, okay? Not getting flushed out on little 10, 20% dips. Hive's back down here at a good level too. It just needs the signal. All-time low was 125. These guys look okay. I just wait for the next signal, but it is trying to bottom right there at around 2. SRMF. Wow, this thing's getting hammered too. This thing's down here at the lows of 2024. Down here at $1. Okay, just needs the signal there. Not sure what these guys do. They don't even have earnings yet. So I don't normally buy companies that don't report earnings. So they're just too new, too speculative. And again, that's a penny stock. We don't really mess with penny stocks here at Overkill Trading. RDDT, this thing's pulled back pretty hard. Again, you want to see that confirmation of the green dot or us get over those EMAs or break over the orange line. One of those two. You can see when we break over the orange line, that's when we go up. Okay, right now we're trending down below it. We don't even have a green dot yet on Reddit. I like the pullback. We just are missing the signal there on Reddit. Johnny says, stock bros weeping over a 10% dip while crypto bros are like, yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah, crypto can be brutal sometimes. I mean, you could talk about 20, 30% drops. Now, software is a tough call, but still holding. What did that do today? Yeah, so that's trying to bottom. So again, you got the red weekly. So what can you do on the red weekly? You could set a stop loss right there at 97. Okay, 96, 97 will be your stop loss. If that breaks, we're going to capitulate even more. Okay, so again, I want to see it up over the EMAs, or I want to see it hold that $96 level. As long as 96 can hold, now looks really good here. Okay, if 96 breaks, okay, we're out. We're stopped out. I got stopped out of this like at 130, 140 or something like that. Okay, when we broke this low from over here in April. Okay, boom. broke it. Disgusting. What else we got? Caroline says Sui. What's Sui doing today? Sui's still hanging on to 78. So still green, still bullish on that one as well. As long as the dot is green, we're bullish. If it flips to red, that's when we have to make a decision. But this one's also getting the MACD crossover as well. So that's bullish. And again, the dot is still green, so we're still bullish. Nike almost down 10% after hours. I'm getting cooked. Yeah, Nike's a... I don't like Nike as a company. Oh, they must have reported earnings. They actually beat on their earnings. Wow. I mean, this stock has just gotten annihilated. Yeah, that's ugly, man. I mean, look at this stock since 2021. I feel like this is when they went woke. This is when the company went woke and they started doing all that weird stuff. You just don't go woke. You go woke, you go broke. That's just how it works. Keep politics, keep your social, whatever you want to call it, keep it all to yourself. You're a company. You don't need to get involved in politics, okay? Because that's what happens. So, yeah, I haven't been a fan of Nike since they went woke, and they're down a bit, but their earnings, they actually beat on their earnings. So the fact that they're down off of bad earnings isn't a bad thing, but they're literally sitting at 2015 lows. It's another company that's sitting at, right, 10-year lows, 10, 11-year lows, lowest price in 11 years. So, again, it's never been a better time to buy in 11 years. So, again, Nike might suck in the short term, but in the long term, if you believe in the company's long-term growth, looks like a great time to buy. Okay? Looks like a great time to buy Nike. That actually looks interesting. NKE. Nike. I actually took this off my watch list because I hated the company so much, but looks interesting for sure. Yeah, they're getting pounded, down 8% after hours. Ouch! But that's it. I mean, that's a brutal pullback, guys. I mean, that is just brutal. Jeez. That's pretty impressive drop. Okay, next level to buy would be like 45. But again, this is the lowest price since 2015. So you're buying it at an 11-year low here. Okay, that is way down right now. Peace Guy. Peace Guy's getting schmammered. Okay, he's trying to reverse this week. I'm watching for a weekly. So I bought it right here in February at 10.50. It went up to 14 and then it dropped right back down to 9. So $9 is looking like it's where it's trying to bottom. I just want to see another weekly signal. I probably will end up averaging down on this once I get that weekly signal. Okay, but until I get the weekly signal, I'm not touching it. But it's really trying to build a base here at 850. So again, if you buy here, you get a red dot. You can either get stopped out or you can add more on the next green dot because the next green dot's always going to come. It's just a matter of where and when. My prediction tomorrow is the war ends or this coming weekend for Easter. I'd love that. And then the markets could rise, just like Jesus did from the grave on that fine day. Spring is going to spring the markets. I really think it's coming. Spring is happening, man. April's springtime, baby. We're here in springtime. AREC just needs the signal. It's a $2 stock. American Resource Company. Resources Corporation. Dang, that's had a nice move there. Just need the signal there on AREC. SCO, wow. Oh, this is the oil short play. So if you want to short oil, wow, I actually like this here. If you guys want to short oil right now, you guys can buy SCO. Okay, just use a stop loss on this though at like $7.50. So you're risking about $1. If you think oil's going to come back down, which it has been, right? USO showing signs of a top way up here. Okay, SCO, is that a leveraged ETF? No, it's not. Which isn't a bad thing. Maybe it is. It is a 2X. 2X leverage ETF. Wow. Holy cow, dude. Thing is way down. I mean, SCO looks very interesting here. Look at that signal. Okay, that's what that's telling you is that, hey, this right here, 760. So if the war is going to end, oil's going to come back down, right? Which is going to make this go up because it's the inverse. So when oil goes up, this goes down. When oil goes down, this goes up. So I actually like this. I'm going to add that one into our favorites list for this week. That looks interesting. But, I mean, we're so positioned on stuff you don't need to short something like oil, right? Because I mean, if oil comes back down, that's what's going to make the market go back up, right? People are going to get optimistic. And, I mean, there's not even a red name. The only red name in my portfolio today is XCN, which is nice to see. Because it has been a brutal couple months for my portfolio. I mean, just stuff has just been chopping. And we had that event in February, right? We lost our support levels right here, like on Chainlink. Lost 12, back down here to 8. But again, not panic selling down here. We're down, but we're not panic selling. We're looking to buy more down here. If we like it at 12, we should really like it down here at 8. Right? I mean, this is a good price. This is a great price. Okay, in my eyes. So, because I think it's going to 50 or $100. So it's not going to matter if I bought it at 12 or 8 if it goes to 50 or 100, right? It really won't matter in the end, as long as I was buying the whole time. Again, we want to buy down here. When it comes up here, this is when we sell. I sold all my Chainlink up here in August, okay, when we got that signal. So, yeah. What else we got? Goog. Oops. Goog needs the signal too. Again, last time we got the signal was back here, 150. Really nice moves coming down there into the 1 year. So you just want to see the weekly signal on that. Here's ENPH. This is another solar company. I actually like this one here. This is a solar play that I've been looking at. It actually finally had its pullback here down to 35. I feel like I need some exposure to solar. I feel like I need a little exposure. Because solar is a whole different industry here. And this thing was all the way up here at like freaking $300. It's down to 37 right now. But I like the pullback here. I like it a lot. Okay, had a nice little move here today too. So up above that low from yesterday at 35, I think it looks good. I think it looks really good up above like $14. Or I'm sorry, 35. This looks interesting. Ooh, I might look to add this one this week. ENPH. I like it. I like it a lot. It topped out right there at 41, but it's trying to find a bottom right here. As long as 35 holds, I think it looks good. Okay, it needs to bounce here, though. We need to get that daily dot tomorrow on ENPH. Circle. Circle had a nice move up. See how it's back into the EMAs now? So I actually like Circle here, too. Circle looks good above 88. Okay, just needs to hold on to 88. We got a red dot this week. Okay, so where are we setting our stop? We're setting it at the weekly low of 88. Okay, right into the EMAs. Again, when we're up off the EMAs on the daily, we want to wait till that retracement happens. So as long as this holds 88, that's a very strong support level for it. Very strong support level for ENH here. Yeah, I just bought some ENPH. I just bought some over on Robinhood. And I'm setting a tight stop loss on it at that $35 level. So ENPH, whoever requested that, I've been wanting to get in on this. I just haven't checked it in a while. And I really like this pullback here. I like how deep this wave is down here. Okay. I really like how deep that wave is. So as long as that holds on to like 34, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Looking for the green dot there tomorrow. I actually just added that one into the watch list, or into my portfolio. So I'm going to add that one in real quick. So I'm long ENPH here. Over 35. If 35 breaks, I'm out. But if we get a rebound here and go the other way, okay, that is going to be very nice. And we had some buyers stepping in here today. I think that daily dot's going to show up probably tomorrow on ENPH. So I just added ENPH. I'm going to call this out over here in the Discord. I'm adding this based off the monthly too, and the other solar stocks breaking out. Elon Musk has said solar is going to be very big in the future. So, and they've been beaten up here. added EN. But again, it's got the green monthly. So normally what you do when you get the green monthly is you look for a green daily. And I know it hasn't popped up yet, but I think there's a good chance it could pop up here in the next 3 days as long as 34 holds. Again, if 34 breaks, then I'm going to be out of the trade. But watching it very closely here, I just added that one to the playlist or to the portfolio. Took a small position, like a 2.5% position, not a big position, but I just want to start one here. If it comes back down here to 26, I can add to it. But these guys are one of the biggest solar companies out there. What else we got? FSLR also, yeah, that's another solar company. FSLR, that's First Solar. So again, they've also pulled back. Okay, but that one has a green dot there on the weekly. So this one looks good too. ENPH is kind of lagging behind it a little bit. What's the other one? We looked at another one here earlier, but I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, I just added ENPH here. DAG. This one's in free fall right now. That one needs something, man. That looks very ugly. It's down here at the 2020 lows, so the lowest prices in 6 years. It's got the green monthly here. Again, some of these cryptos I don't think are going to last, so hopefully you know what you're buying here. I'd wait for the signal on that one. Oscar. Green there on the daily, trying to bounce up above 10. I think it looks good. No green dot on the monthly yet or the weekly, so I'd wait for the weekly. It is trying to find a bottom here, though, where it bounced back here in 2025. We're literally bouncing at the same spot, so I would just make sure that one holds on to, I don't know. I think you buy it here at 11. Okay, if you get a green dot, I would buy it here in the next couple weeks, but it has a green daily, so the daily feeds the weekly. This tells us that we're going up over the next few days, okay, which will feed the weekly, which will make this go back up. So I would say I'd be a buyer here above 1050. But if 1050 breaks, I would definitely be getting out of this one. Healthcare stocks have just been having a crazy, crazy dip. Okay, my favorite healthcare plays are HIMS and NVO. Those are my two favorite plays in healthcare. Peloton. Had a nice little reversal here. Just trying to reverse there. I think that one needs to hold 350. Up above 350, I like it. And it looks like their earnings are doing okay. They're not really growing. They're pretty stagnant. Pretty stagnant company. But 350 is the support level. If you set a stop loss at 350 and want to play it here, I think it looks good. Can't believe people still invest in Peloton. I know. I kind of feel like it was a COVID fad, right? It was big during COVID. Like their stock went parabolic during COVID. Okay, but then once COVID was over, people were like, I kind of want to go back to the gym, you know. But, you know, if you believe in it, again, I would just use a stop loss at like 350. That's the low from right there off the dot in March. So if it can hold 350, I like it. But if it breaks 350, prepare for lower lows. I'm going to leave it there here today, guys. We're going to be live again tomorrow taking more chart requests. We'll just continue to go down the list here. We're almost through those already. So once we get through these tomorrow and Thursday, I'll reopen the chart request thread over here. If you guys don't see the chart request thread, you guys need to be a member of the Discord. The membership's only $4 a month. If you guys want to join, you guys get access to trade alerts, our weekly watch list, 24/7 trade support, advanced analysis, member chat, research tools. That chart request thread, we do giveaways and stuff over here as well. You guys get access to the member chat. Pretty much everything we do here for $4 a month over here in the Discord. This is just a way for us to all stay connected when we're off of YouTube. We got news and stuff over here. Again, it's free to join with the paid option. $4 a month. I mean, $4 is less than what I spent on my wife's coffee this morning. If you guys can sacrifice one coffee a month, you guys can afford the membership. I try to make it affordable because I want to help as many people as possible. Right, and that might not always be that price because we're getting really big now. and I just want to make sure I'm giving my full attention to the Spartan Army as we grow, folks. And again, we're live here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So make sure you guys hit the bell, hit that subscribe button. We're taking chart requests again tomorrow. If you guys need me, hit me up over here inside of the support chat. Happy to answer your guys' questions. Again, if you guys haven't checked out the free trading course yet, you guys can do that now. If you guys like the indicators we used in today's video, you guys can click on this link over here inside the trading indicator tab. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. Your screen is going to look exactly like my screen here. So you'll get all the MACD, the red and green dots, the stochastic RSI, the EMAs, the Fibonacci tool, and the EMAs here, the EMA ribbons. And again, that free trading course goes over how to use all the indicators and how we apply them to our swing trading strategy here at Overkill Trading. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are watching the replay, say something in the comments. I read every single comment on my videos. So if you guys need me, just holler at me. I'll be over here in the Discord. I'm hitting the gym here in a couple minutes. I'm on my way to the gym here after this. So you guys should go get your walk in, go touch some grass, go lift some weights. Do the dang thing, folks. We're dialed in here. We're stuck in planting season right now, but not for much longer, I don't think, folks. I think we're about to spring here, going into spring. You're already seeing a great day today. That Snapchat move was beautiful today. Look at that big candle right there. Beautiful, man. Loving it, man. Loving it. Okay, and it's been a nasty couple of months, but hey, the bigger the dip, the bigger the rip, folks. Remember that. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and we'll see you tomorrow.